Have
Let
a
the take.
great day.
Cheers.
Ah, excellent. Robert,
How the
my
life are you?
my coach. Hang on, let me go tell these people about you in case
All right.
there's anyone left here who doesn't know you. In case, Robert J. Moore, my coach, a seasoned professional, has been prominently featured in Forbes and Disrupt magazines, and a few others that you didn't mention here, like USA Today. He is an internationally awarded bestseller and the founder of Next Level Coaching. And he coaches really awesome people, I might say. Hello. Robert played a key role. I got to make this about me a little bit, right? Robert played a key role in achieving the Guinness World Record and Global Recognition Award, impacting numerous lives through his coaching programs. Over the past 15 years, Robert has elevated his high-end mastermind programs to global recognition, programs and people, we should say, becoming a sought-after teacher for individuals, ranging from beginners, not bad for a beginner, to experts. He, I think he meant to say impacts. He impacts the precise techniques and strategies he employs in his daily business operations. Robert generously shares his high performance methods with clients. That's true. Enabling them to replicate his success in a fraction of the time. I do get told I'm like him a lot. He firmly believes that every business deserves success in its respective field. Magazines worldwide, national TV programs, and radio shows have conducted interviews with Robert. He has been invited to speak on prestigious stages like this one, alongside luminaries such as Jack Canfield, Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Eric Thomas, Douglas Vermeeren, and Armin Morin. In addition to coaching accolades, Robert has earned noteworthy awards, including 9 of his 2023 documentary titled Reinventing Freedom, which I'm in. I think I have about 12 minutes in there. I know, who cares, but you know, I have to talk about me too. This documentary chronicles, maybe this is why they're telling me I'm like you. This documentary chronicles Robert J. Moore's inspirational journey from homelessness and prison, oh man, to achieving recognition in Forbes. If you people haven't seen this movie, you are missing out. It serves as a testament to his resilience and triumph. Recently, April 2024, Robert was awarded the I'm going to mess this up, Legends of Coaching Award by Forbes Business Awards. People, let me welcome you to my coach, to my business coach, Robert J. Moore. Applause. I need applause. I need an applause sounding thing. I got to get one of those. Go for it.
Okay, how you doing? Thanks for having me. It's been a rush to be here. I got here in time though.
Thanks for
I
coming.
didn't think I was actually going to make it. The doctor, they overbook all the time and they want you to get in there. So I got no time for this. I get in there, see the doctor, and he's loving me. He's talking to me about everything else, but you know what I mean?
Patrick says hi. Good to see you, Robert.
Yeah, I gave a. So I just love the way this is coming through today. I've been watching at the doctor's office and that. I had the earphones in, not to disturb anybody. And then even went in the doctor's office, he was typing away, doing things. I was listening. He goes, "What's going on there?" He says, "What are you so interested in?" So
Thank you
I
so
told
much
him, and
for carving out time. I know you're crazy busy. You're the only other busier person than me is you.
yeah, crazy busy. I got like 5 different webinars to do today. That means I gotta have different shirts here while I'm taping and different environments and change things around and different colors behind me, and but it's all good. I mean, the busier I am, the better it is. So when you talk about happy money, I mean, there's a definition. I like to say the definition is Happy money refers to money that brings joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment when earned or shared, even when spent. You know what I mean? People are happy about spending it because they're achieving something. Me, I've spent about $500,000 on coaches in order to be where I'm at today, which made me feel good at the time. Because why? Because I learned. But you gotta remember though, just because I spent $500,000, did I learn $500,000 worth? No, I did not. I probably learned about $135,000 worth. I'll tell you why. It's because the other 275 or whatever it is on the math, I didn't really pay much attention to or apply. I just wanted to sit there and, okay, well, I took the course. Okay, now what? I mean, because I was too scattered. I was too young, too scattered, too new into it. It was coming off the drugs and alcohol many years ago, trying to learn. I was scattered. That's why I went to do all the schooling. And you don't see no accolades on there for the schooling. You just see the Forbes, Guinness World Record, and everything else on the wall. The reason why I don't put the schooling on there, I'll be honest with you, because I didn't do that to impress anybody. I didn't go and get my social service worker diploma, addictions degree, BA in psychology, master's in counseling psychology, harm reduction, mental health crisis, and 2 honorary doctorate degrees to impress you. I don't care about that. All right. What I cared about was learning why I was being the person I was, because I was in and out of jail for 17 years. I was working with the bikers, the mob, and all the other serious people, I should say. And I was doing a lot of interesting behavior. In order to bring that behavior to where I am today, I had to learn why I was acting that way, what was happening in my life to make me want to act that way. So I went out of my way and made sure I changed that. So that was a good thing. So now when you're looking at the mindset, we all talked about mindset. I heard mindset quite a few times today. You look at the mindset, you view money as a tool for happiness rather than a source of stress, changes your relationship with it. Okay, like that is very clear to me, very clear. Viewing money as a tool for happiness, all right, rather than a source of stress, changes your relationship with it. Anybody in the right mind can figure that one out. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't think enough people hear it. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of things happen in life that we sit there and say, oh, I understand now because this person said it this way. And sometimes when we hear something, we just don't understand it the right way. Maybe we have to hear it 2-3 times later on down the road, or a different explanation of it, or something. And then it's like, oh, it clicked in. There were some things that some of my coaches said to me years ago that just didn't click in. I didn't understand. Finally, one person put it in a different way that I understood it and was like, oh, that's exactly what they meant. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So then you go, I mean, I look at number 3 then. These are things I've written down at the doctor's office and I wanted to focus on for today. So earning joyful. What does that mean? I mean, earning joyful. I mean, that could mean a lot of things, but I chose a career or business that you're passionate about. So I always tell people, don't focus on the money, focus on the passion. The money will follow. When you love what you do, the money you earn becomes happy money because you're happy about what you're doing. You're inspiring other people. You're using your passion to not be jealous of someone else. You're using your passion because you're not focusing on other people's business. You're not focusing on what they're doing better than you. We're all equal. We're all equal. Don't matter how high you are. I mean, don't matter how much money you have. So you got to be careful of that because a lot of people look at money as, oh, I got to fast track. I got to pay the bills. I got to do this. I got to do that. Well, that's fine. I know you got to pay the bills. But if you don't actually do it right, if you're actually trying to look for the money and go fast track, you're going to end up being crash and burn and go back down to the bottom. I guarantee it. I've been there and done it. I've seen so many other people do it too. So number 4, spending consistently. Okay. You want to spend some money on experiences and items that generally enhance well-being and happiness. Don't go spending it on a car and say, oh, look, flash me, flash me, flash me, bling, bling. Is that really going to make you happy? No, it's not. It's going to make you look like something better than somebody else in your mind, body, and soul. It's not going to keep you happy. So anybody knows me knows I've had a lot of money. I've had millions. I might have lost millions, but I'll tell you something interesting. You never see me with a Porsche or something like that. You don't see me with fancy stuff or a fancy house. The people that mostly get my money are my family. They're the ones that mostly get my money because they're the ones that need the most. They're the ones I want to protect the most. They're the ones I want to see do well the most, are my family. But also at the same time, it allows me the opportunity to fly around the world, to be around the people that I can help. That money allows me to go and enhance other people's lives at different events, enhance other people's lives that taking other things that I need to take for myself in order to enhance other people's lives. The reason why I call this next level coaching is because I used to own another one, Magnetic Entrepreneur. Most of you know that. Most of you know that. And the thing is, I forgot to bring people to the top with me, and I got bored. So I had to figure out a way to stop feeling the way I was feeling. I was feeling guilty. I was feeling wrong. I stepped back. I sold the company. I still work with the company to help bring her up. And I opened another franchise. And I did that franchise, not to say I loved the franchise I owned. It was actually quite stressful, but I need to get out of that space in order to figure out what I wanted to do in life. Then I come back to coaching, and I started this one, honestly, from scratch. I got rid of my email list, got rid of everything, got rid of most people on Facebook. The reason why is because I wanted to start from scratch and show people that you can still make it to the top, but the right way, with using your passion to grow to millions. And I guarantee it will happen that way. So you got to, spend consistently, but spend it on the right way. Spend it on things that are not going to be, like I said, bling, bling. Who cares about bling, bling? Spend it on something that's going to enhance you, something that's going to make you happy. Yeah, I know a nice $5,000 watch makes me happy too. Not really. But if you think of it, some people are just like that. They want a $5,000 watch, bling, bling. I don't even wear a watch. I don't even wear a wedding ring. I got a nice wedding ring right here. I don't wear it because I swell up half of the time. I'm, doing things. I'm walking around getting busy, or I catch it on something and I don't want to lose it. I know I'm married. Everybody knows I'm married. I tell people straight up forward I'm married. That's happy. That's happy money right there, spending it on them. So I can share money with others. So giving generously. So when I give to Feed It Forward, for instance, out of Toronto, and I help them out, help feed the homeless people, that makes me feel good. I've earned that money, earned the right to give that money to them. So I spend money on experiences. Now I'm spending money on with other people, with charities, gifts, helping family and friends can increase. Now, for instance, my brother, when he was alive, I lost 3 brothers, by the way, all overdose. When he was alive, he was having his first child. So I said, no problem. I said, you know what? I'm only in school. I have an apartment here full of food. I'll fill the fridge up. You guys can actually I'll pay the next 3 months rent. I did. I paid 3 months rent for them, gave them all the furniture and everything in the house, gave them everything they need, gave them the apartment, and let them live there. And I paid for everything for them for 3 months. The reason why I did that is because I didn't need all that, and they needed it more than I did. So, I mean, I had no problem doing that. I've seen bums out in where I live here in Belleville, and I sat there and said, okay, listen, let's go to the hotel room, man. Go get a cheap hotel, get yourself a shower somewhere, be warm. Middle of winter, man, it's a blizzard. You don't want to be outside. Let's get you somewhere to stay. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. So gratitude. What do we look like gratitude for? Why are we happy? Why are we excited? Well, first of all, I'm putting 2 feet on the ground in the morning. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that God's allowing me to have another day. That's gratefulness. You know what I mean? Like, whew, boy, especially sober and clean, because I don't remember before that. So having the patience, the gratitude for the money you have. Don't matter if I'm broke, don't matter if I'm behind on bills, don't matter where I'm at. If I'm happy and accept where I'm at in life, I can grow. I can build more of my business. I could build and help other people, empower other people. You know what I mean? I don't have to tell them where my money's at. Not at all. I mean, I could tell them millions of dollars, but I mean, I don't lie about things. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to bullshit around. So here's the thing, acknowledge the comfort and opportunities that it's providing. So it's provided me to fly around the world to go see my coaches. One you just seen a few minutes ago is one of my coaches. Armand Morin's another one, top strategist in the world. So I fly to his house and I sit there in a hotel room and I sit and I enjoy myself at his house for several days at a time, being taught different things at a higher level. So anything I'm learning now is a next level. That's why I said I'm going to do this as next level coaching, because that way I could help other people come to that next level and I can still grow at the same time. So that's a beautiful thing about number 7, financial goals. Set financial goals that align with your values and dreams. Don't just say we're going on vacation and we're going to try and work and you know, do this and do that. And you only want to be there. You know what I mean? Achieve these goals brings a sense of fulfillment. Let me say that again. Set financial goals in alignment with your values and dreams. Achieving these goals bring a sense of fulfillment. So don't just go out of your way and say, let's just go on vacation and you have no meaning or value to it, right? If it's fine to say, okay, we're taking a break, but then leave your business at home if that was the case. Because if you're going to go there and you're not following your values and your dreams, and you're just going to be sidetracked. And that's not good. So how about looking at positive associations? You know what I mean? The people you hang with. You know what I mean? If you don't hang with the right people, if you sit there and hang with the people that are negative all the time, or if I go to the barbershop all the time, I'm sure damn going to get a haircut, aren't I? If I go to the bar all the time, I'm going to drink. So, you know, why not associate yourself with the people you want to be like? You know, and that's, you know, like, here's the thing, create positive associations with money. Avoid seeing it as a source of anxiety or comfort or conflict. Don't use it as conflict. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, hey, listen, this guy owes me $20 from 2 years ago, and you're focusing on that $20. Maybe that $20 was meant to give him so he's out of your life because of the chaos he could possibly cause. Maybe at the time he couldn't afford to give you it back. You were willing to give up that $20, so stop chasing it. It's like going to the casino. Don't go to the casino if you can't afford to lose that money. If you're putting $500 in that casino, if you can't afford to lose it, then don't do it. Same with lending money, same with giving people money, same with doing the things you're doing. If you can't afford to do it, then don't. If you can't afford to lose out, you know what I mean? How about investing wisely? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Invest wisely. Invest in things that bring long-term happiness, such as education, health, and personal growth. Now, if I'm investing, like I said, the $500,000 I invested and $275,000 of it was wasted, am I going to cry over it? No. I have to move forward, but I can still utilize some of the tools that I learned and bring them with me. You can't bring it all, though. There's so much wisdom there and nuggets. You can't bring it all. So now I've lined myself with some pretty top people in the world, and some people I just adore. You know what I mean? I straight out. When I adore these people, I mean, I'll go out of my way and help them out. You'll never see anybody higher than you degrade you in your business. They're always trying to pull you up. The only people that will grade you in your business are the people that are jealous or lower. You'll notice that. I want you to know that. So now look at money as energy. Oh, this is a good one. Treat money as energy that flows through your life. Use it to create positive experiences and outcomes. Don't use it to be negative about, oh, we went to the Niagara Falls and we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Well, why couldn't you? You had the money. I mean, why didn't you do it? Because you didn't want to spend the extra money. A lot of times, a lot of people go to places where they know it's actually closed at the wrong time of year. Can't go to a water park if it's in the middle of winter. You know that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they got to be careful where you go, and you got to plan things in a proper way. So if you want to use it for a better experience, so if I'm going to go to Bahamas, for instance, I want to look at that and look at the culture. I want to look how they're making things, how they're doing things. Or if I want to spend money going to see Tony Robbins, as everybody knows him, what I'll do is I don't go there to listen to him, because I can listen to him 100% online on YouTube or wherever. I don't go there to listen to him. I go there to see how he's selling things, how he's marketing things, how he's dressed, how he's talking, how he's gathering people in the room, how he's bringing people to how. You know what I mean? And I want to learn that, because that's what's drawing the attention to people. So I could pack a room pretty good anyways. I'm pretty comfortable with that. So debt management. Ooh, boy, that's a scary one right there. Manage debt wisely. If you're paying a little bit on your credit card here and there, that's comfortable. That's good. I mean, it may not be enough, because sometimes the credit card's a little too high and you got the interest is just you're paying the interest. But you know what? If you get extra money, I'm sure you put extra on it. Avoid unnecessary debt that causes stress and focus on paying off high interest debts first. So if you got high interest debts and look at your priorities, if you're going on vacation and you got this here credit card that no, if you don't pay it, it's going to wreck your financial situation because you got debt collectors and everybody else coming to you. Well, maybe you ought to think about at least paying something of that off or lower it down a bit. And maybe, it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but me personally, I wouldn't go on that vacation. I'd rather pay something off there. I'd send the family personally. I'd send the family. I got to have it send the family across. No problem. Right. Spending on others, spending money on others can be more fulfilling than spend on yourself. So when I spend on my family, my daughter, for instance, turned 18 years old. She had to go get a license in that. She was at prom dress and, prom's coming up and education and everything else going on. I don't mind spoiling her a bit, helping her out with that education. I don't mind helping her learning how to drive because I know darn well if I get in the car, it's going to be an argument to teach her. So I'd rather someone else that she doesn't know teach her how to do it. They're in that field. It helps me out because I'm not getting frustrated with her. She's not getting mad at me. Spend it wisely. I spent that money wisely. So if I have $1,000 today, I look in the cupboards. I know darn well I got to put like $300-400 in the cupboards. Go get groceries. Don't just sit there and say, "Oh, I got 1,000 today. I'll go shopping next week," and you never do. Or look at the car you have. If the car is falling apart and it's costing you more money, it might be wiser just to get a new car than actually keep putting money into that car. So spend the money wisely. This is a big one here that I like to talk about is avoid comparison. Avoid comparing yourself to other people. There's more than enough people in this world that you don't have to compare yourself to. I'm not going to mention names, but there's one or two other people out there that they're big names and they get jealous of me. They phone me and tell me they got jealous because I'm doing the same business they are at the time. And they're like, "Well, you're taking all my people." I'm not taking your people. They're coming to me on their own free will because I'm offering something different. If you keep offering the same thing over and over and not changing things, it's not my problem. Change things around. Give people hope. Don't do exactly what everybody else is doing. Go outside the box. Stop comparing yourself with other people and thinking, "Well, how's he doing?" Because you're not going to get ahead in life that way. If you want to get ahead in life, look what they're doing, go outside the box, and then come up with something really good and inspire people that way. That's what I did. Right. So, I mean, there's no sense seeing yourself at the bottom of the pole when they're dragging you down by telling you straight up forward that this is going on. So look at balance. Strive to balance between saving and enjoying your money. I think that says enough right there, exactly what that one's about. Emotional spending. It's like emotional eating. Be aware of emotional spending or eating, I would say, because of the fact when we get emotional, sometimes when we get depressed, we eat. So we get depressed, we want to spend things on ourselves. "Oh, but I needed it because I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling right." Avoid using money to fulfill emotions, voids, or comparison or unhappiness. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to at all. Now, listen here. Here's what I did. I made $1 million doing it this way. Every time I wanted to spend money, I had 2 bank accounts. So what I did, I'd go to the bank, I'd pick up a couple $1,000s. I go to the other bank and I hand it to the teller. "Put it in my bank account, please." I don't have a bank card for it. I don't have nothing, but I'm putting it in a bank card. And to me, that felt like I was spending. But I'm saving the money in a different account. So it felt like I was spending. That was a pretty cool way of building that up. Now, here's another one that Satish was talking about. Support relationships. Surround yourself with people who have healthy attitude towards money, support each other, and financial growth and happiness. Let me say that again. Surround yourself with people who have healthy attitude towards money, support each other in financial growth and happiness. Doesn't mean you have to give them money. If they're starting to be, "Oh, I owe this, I owe that," well, get them to focus on what they do have. It's a lot easier. So the last one I really want to talk about is a legacy. Think about the legacy you want to leave. Use your money to create lasting positive impacts on your community and loved ones. So if you actually do it the right way, if you actually focus on the money in a positive way, you can actually grow yourself to ultimately leave a beautiful legacy. You also can sit there and have value in your life that other people could see. People know when I'm on Facebook and that, like right now, I don't know what's been posted on my Facebook, or I don't know what's been posted on my business page or my LinkedIn page or that. Why? Because I get it all set up that AI does it all for me daily. And it's cheaper than hiring someone, a lot cheaper. So I'm going to be doing courses on that, putting the courses together and doing webinars. And, when you're looking at the situation, you can't sit there and say to yourself, you're not well and worthy, because you are, no matter where you are. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you're in debt. I don't care where you are. Drag yourself out of it. I've been there. I was $150,000 in debt when I first started. You know that? I was $150,000 in debt, eating out of the garbage cans. Now I got a freezer full of steak. I got a half a cow in there. Cupboards are full. Happy family. Thank God for that. So, yeah. Thanks, Marianne. I appreciate it.
Okay. He's my coach. He's been my coach for like almost 5 years now. And I'm
Almost 5
still
years,
taking notes. Look, I've got notes. So I don't even know what you guys must have, like a book of notes by now. And I hear this all the time. So, and I'm still writing notes. How amazing. So true. And thank you also so much for taking time out of your crazy day. And I know, like, doctor's appointments and family and office and this and that. And oh my gosh, I can't wait. And I can't wait until the first week in August until we start the Think and Grow Rich program. So we're going to be Think and Grow Rich coaches, but we're going to be, how did Satish say it again? I forget. I wrote it. Peace and prosperity coach through the umbrella of Think and Grow Rich. Wow. That's a good title. I'll take it. And we both
it's a lot like what I'm doing myself too. I'm putting a program together that is only going to bring 10 people in. And it's going to be a year-long thing. Everybody comes in. It's going to be once a week. We're going to be talking. And it's all about building your business with automations and different things to help build your business to that next level. Implementing all the things. It's building a program together in order to make it happen. So with everybody there, it's not just me. It's everybody there has the input to build the program to make it happen. So it'll be a year-long thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a webinar on that soon. But I'm not going to charge the full amount up front. I'm just going to do a monthly fee on it, but they have to agree to the full term. And at the end, they get certified by Next Level Coaching.
pretty cool.
So
I'm going to be in that program too, right?
yeah, oh yeah, you're in everything.
I'm gonna be. I don't know when I'm going to sleep because I'm already so awesome busy and I love it. I love everything. I know people ask me all the time, is that like your number one question too? People are always asking me, how do you do all that? And I'm like, you know what? I don't have little kids.
How do you not do it?
And even if I did, look at you. You've got a small child and you still do it. I mean, your wife isn't, 24/7 with him. Like you've got you're in charge
With me a lot. With me a lot.
Yeah, like JJ does.
Like today, I'm probably going to drive him down to Madoc at the trailer there, and spend a couple hours there with grandma there, and then come back. And then, I mean, look, I just ran back from the dentist or doctor's office. I'm all full of sweat right now. Air conditioner blaring on me. I'm freezing, but I'm here.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I, on the other hand, do not have air conditioning today because they're fixing something in my building. So you know how I feel about that. We're not going to discuss that. But I am, where's my relax?
Well, listen, thanks for having me on. And I hope I gave a nugget to one or two people.
I love it.
I mean? And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, feel free, get a hold of Marianne, get a hold of me. If you haven't already, if you don't know who I am, Robert J. Moore, you can look, you can't miss me. You Google me.
You can't. Just connect with me. I'll connect you. If you don't know who he is, I'll connect you. I talk to him literally unfortunately for him, every day. Sometimes I talk at him, sometimes I talk to him.
It's not just every day. It's more than every day. It's 2-3 times a day.
20 times a day sometimes. Hey, what do you think of this? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, I gotta go. Listen, that's his favorite word. Oh God, here it comes. When I say that, it's like, oh, here she goes. Now I gotta pretend I'm interested.
It's, I know some of the things that us as human beings come up with, we think it's a good idea until you bring it to your coach.
Well,
And remember, sometimes I didn't shoot you down. I just said I don't think that's a good idea.
it'll be like, yeah, yeah, no. No, no, no. All right, fine.
But I give you a
What do you
reason
think
for
of
it.
this house?
I give you a tangible reason for it, and I also give you the opposite side too. If you did go that way, I give you. It's up to you to do it at the end. It's just I give you the two roads to look at.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, look at this house, even though I can't afford it. I just paid for some program, another program. I'm doing two major coaching programs that I signed up for this year. There's like, anyway, and it's not necessary anyways. So and I'll be like, look at this house. And he goes, oh, you thinking of buying it? And I'm like, no, I'm just showing it to you and I'm super excited about it. Like, I don't understand why are you asking me? No, I'm not buying it. Yeah, maybe, but I have to sell everything. I have to go get it. But hey, but isn't it a good deal? And doesn't it look good? He's like, yeah, okay. I gotta go. I have a meeting. I'll talk to you later. I think I just saw someone called to Magnetic Entrepreneur come in.
Magnetic Entrepreneur. What a lovely name.
Okay, so you know everybody here except for Nikki. Nikki is one of my vitamin girls, and yeah, so I told Robert it's okay if he comes in with us onto the vitamin hour. Nikki, this is my coach, Robert. Robert, this is Nikki.
Yeah, we've talked
Yeah,
short.
I was first introduced to Robert on your last summit, and I was blown away.
Of course.
Blown away. He brought so much, even with his cold and flu and all the rest. So,
Oh,
Robert,
yeah.
I hope you've been taking candy since then.
If you only knew.
Don't. He has a whole bag of them or a box. Wow, look how organized. I'm impressed. Wow, he's so much more organized than I am. How come that hasn't rubbed off on me yet? Amanda,
I haven't taught that one yet.
Amanda,
That's next week's class.
come on, camera. I think you know Amanda.
Better. Yeah, I know her kids, her husband, her mom, and all of them.
Okay. I'm gonna change my.
I'm gonna. While we're on here right now, I'm gonna simply tell her straight up forward, like I told her earlier. I'm very impressed how she's dealing with Magnetic Entrepreneur. After I saw it to her, she'd had a rough period there for a while, but she's starting to focus on the right way to do it. Good on you, girl.
And she's young and sparkly.
She knows I'm always here. She knows I'm always here. Sometimes she gets to hear things she don't want to hear, just like yourself. But
I've been hearing things I don't want to hear for 5 years. So you know what? It's okay. Don't worry. It's regular.
Don't worry. I get the same thing from my coaches.
Oh my God.
Hey, if coaches just agreed with us all the time, we wouldn't need them.
That's right.
Well, here's the thing. If you pick someone that enables you, get the hell out of there. Because you know what? You're looking at the mirror.
I was talking to one of my girls. She does the social media for me. I think I talked to you about her, but she's not in my group with the APL Go vitamins, but she was saying something and I said, oh, you haven't been taking them regularly. I go, I wish I knew. I would have stayed right. I go, if you were in my group, you'd be hearing it from me. I go, ask Amanda, like, did you take your stuff? Did you take it? Did you make your order? Because we're having a special, you better make an order. And I'm so annoying in that. And I know it's annoying each time I do it. I already know that. And I don't care. So I'm like, well, now that I know, now I'm gonna bug you all the time, even though she's not on my team. So that's hilarious. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. Look at Robert is surrounded by all girls again.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with women, right?
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The only time that it affected my wife being around, surrounded by women. I had the opportunity, and I was asked years ago to be one of the coaches on was it that women thing to dress up and go down, what do they call it? They call that thing, someone tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was mentioned today too. The pageant, beauty
Oh, the
pageant or something. One of the top ones. What's that top one called?
Miss Universe.
Yeah, University.
The one that Trump owns.
I was asked to be on there 100%. It was there 100%. And I like my legs where they are, and I like everything else where they are, and I don't need my wife getting a little bit irritated on that level.
Yeah, right.
It's okay if I coaching girls and going to see them and doing my thing, but when you got all these girls in bikinis and you're surrounded by them, and it's just not probably a good thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I would have loved it, but I like my marriage just as much.
It's just, yeah, it's just a safer zone.
Yeah, I'm here today to tell you about that. That's all. But anyways, ladies, I do have to get going because I got 100,000 things to do. And
Thanks so much.
the honeydew list is not made by my wife; it's made by me, and that's the worst thing about it, because it just keeps growing on my own expense.
So
I got a
funny.
webinar to tape right now in a few minutes, and a few programs to tape in a few minutes. So I got to go grab some shirts, bring them out, and change them, and spend some time with my son beforehand.
Yes.
So,
Excellent.
you ladies, enjoy yourself.
I'll be calling you later, of course.
I
Later.
like this little thing they have on here. They don't have the red dot anymore. They have this little guy standing at the door ready to say leave.
What are you talking about?
On the bottom of the Zoom here.
The new updated Zoom has nice
Yeah.
cartoon icons.
Yeah, it's got the leave. It's got the leave on there with a door open, like a guy walking through the door. That's kind of neat.
Bottom right.
Yeah.
But don't click it, Marianne. Don't click it.
Yeah, I will. I'll show you how it works.
Yeah, show me.
Okay.
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah.
He does that a lot.